Hello and welcome, Alchemistexe here. Welcome to the content overview, banner overview, and a little bit of summoning for this week. So Phantom of the Kill is now over and we are moving on to Genesis. And there's a few other things this week as well. One of the first things I wanted to touch on was this Autumn Celebration quest, which is kind of a standard get free shards, very easy, low effort. But as you can see here, it's all kind of normal farmable units that are shown as what will drop. But after playing the quest, I noticed that there's more units that you can get shards for. For example, I got Roxanne, who's limited, and then I got some other like Sacred Stone units. So you can get better shards than what they're showing. And it's just a simple once a day thing. We've also got this Extreme Hell quest. It seems like it follows the pattern of the last couple. You know, it's not amazing rewards. Like, if you have time, if you want to go for it, I would say go for it. Otherwise, it's an easy skip. There's also the Chamber of Tribulations, which I think is just like a single once a day quest with a force setup. And then Vision Clear is Wadatsumi, as well as the new Adelaide Memento plus Nyx and Iniku's if you haven't gotten that maxed out. Iniku's is a pretty good VCR. Nixie, really, it seems like you only really need one, maybe two. We've also got some challenge boards for Adelaide and then Chihaya. For the Chaya one, that's just like definitely, if you don't have her yet, if you're a newer player, this is an awesome challenge board. Like, she will be very, very helpful unit. Even at like limit break 15, she can just slow enemies down, get you more turns. She can also lower slash res. Her job plus is permanent in multiplayer, so just easy, just very, very much do it. And then the other one's just sins and retributions. Definitely do both of them, but especially if you're a new player, like, get that one done. And then I suppose that's it for the challenge boards. Another thing I want to point out is that for some of these you need to use Adelaide, and they have an Adelaide mercenary, but you can only use him once a day, I believe. So it might take more than one day to complete the challenge board, but it's not that big of a deal. So Genesis is back, and I think it's chapters 1 and then chapters 2 are both half AP. So I'm going to go into this quest here, and you'll see that it's half AP. So if you haven't done it yet, like, it's perfect time to do it. And if you are farming some of the characters, it's really, 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 really unreliable. But it is possible to get shards, like, of, say, Emil or Iniku or Julia, as far as Chapter 2 goes. So at least it'll, cost less AP. And I'm going to take a look at the prizes for the current dungeon boss. It's pretty standard. If you've done it before, you know what to expect. Some Genesis units have their own totems to enlighten them, which is both kind of annoying but kind of nice if you're low on them. And then, decent amount of gems, small amount of shards. I was going to say, if you're going to summon for Adelaide and you want to do the transmutation path, like, you can get 25 here plus 25 for using the mercenary. So that way you would only need to do 4 loops of the Adelaide banner as opposed to 6. Which could definitely save you some gems. It makes, you'd have to enlightenment to worry about. But I think getting the unit is the biggest barrier. And you can worry about how to get the shards later. Like, for example, the Genesis coins. I'll bring that up a little bit more when I do the banner overview. I think that's about it for all of the new Genesis content. If you're a new player, the dungeon quests are very, very repetitive, but they do offer good rewards, like a lot of gems, a lot of equipment items. Right, I wanted to point out, since Genesis is in season, I already bought them, but you can every day, once a day, you can buy some event skip tickets. So you can get them here every day for Zenny, and then there's also the coin shop for the Summer Beach stall. I also already bought them here, so I'm just looking for them. But yeah, you can get those once a day as well. So it's a total of 15 for, very, very low amount of effort. The other thing I wanted to bring up that I almost forgot was the Genesis coin shop. I wanted to point out that the coins have reset since last time, but the prices have not reset. So that's why my Nyx is like 12 per shard for a max of 7. I think, to be honest, I think that sucks. But it is what it is, and if for Genesis units you have, it's an option. Okay, that is it for the content overview. Okay, on to the banners. First off is this Grand Summon. It's the same Grand Summon as has been around for a few weeks. It's one guaranteed limited, 5 or 10 5 stars. They keep changing the units that are pictured, but it's the same exact banner. I don't think they're amazing. I mean, it's a gamble. Like, it could potentially be awesome, but it could also be Uzuma and 9 old farmable units. I prefer the ability to reroll, but it's it's an option. If you're gonna do like a Grand Summon every week, it's there. I don't know. I'm more apt to, if I was gonna do one, do a memento based one. Gem Return is here though. That's a big deal. Definitely do that. I actually already did it. I'm kind of doing this out of order. But yeah, there's also the Grand for Mementos. It's a big, it's a big pool. If you have all of these units and none of the Mementos, great. If you are trying to gun for one of them, I don't know about that. 5-step for Adelaide. If you saved for it and you plan on transmuting, I think it's good. Otherwise, I'd stay the hell away from this banner because you could easily spend way more than like the banner below it and get nothing aside from some Adelaide shards. So I'd say go big or go home. Just like it has been the case for all the previous Genesis units, they follow the same formula. It's I think you either have to be incredibly lucky or a whale, or plan ahead. This one I think is pretty good for a couple of reasons. Mostly the coins, almost entirely the coins, really. I think the 2.5 is not great, but it's better than the above. But really, I think it might be worth a discount ticket just to get the coins if you have a Genesis unit you want to buy shards for. For me, that's Nyx, but it depends on what your needs are. I could easily see this one being worth it, though. And if you happen to get lucky and get 100 shards, then that's cool too. But I would, that'd be a pretty rare occurrence for most of the people that would pull on that. But everybody could benefit from the coins if they've got a Genesis unit. The banner below it, however, I don't know. I would not pull on this one unless you've got tons and tons of gems, or you really, really want rainbow shards for some reason. You can get rainbow shards for free every week, so I don't really see a need. When they've got a guaranteed 5-star in every step, that's one thing, but this one doesn't, and you have no control over what 5-star unit shards times 460 you would get. So I just think it just seems like the amount of risk for how much it costs, it doesn't make sense. Then there's Adelaide's Memento banner, and expensive but reliable. If Adelaide's like your dude, you also want his Memento, then this is the option. But you would have had to save a ton of gems. And then the rest of the banners are old from last week. If you really wanted Roxy's Memento and you didn't get it, you could burn one more discount ticket. Other than that, it's like some gears. There's one new one. I wouldn't really bother, but that's if you're all about gears. Otherwise, it doesn't seem that amazing. So yeah, let's move on to summoning. Alright, and now finally the summoning. I didn't do a lot. I pre-recorded this, by the way. But I did do the gem return and the free runs, and I think that is it. I may do the first step of that 2.5 banner, but I want to wait to see if I can get enough to do the final step of the gem return. But yeah, so this is the for Genesis shards. Not super exciting, but I'll always take more Nyx shards. And Julia, I do have Julia. Dark Nyx, Adelaide. Yeah, but yeah. So while this is going, Adelaide definitely I tried him out a little bit earlier today, and if you like units like Alma, or honestly, I think he's like a better Don Terrace. He's strike oriented. He's strong. He's durable, mobile, lower strike res, which is awesome. I think he's really good. Probably one of the better fire units for a while. It's just hard to justify the cost. I think if you want a really strong fire unit, then I think holding out for the next god killer that's fire elemented, Resonator, would be the way to go. Alright, and the one red was Ela. Oh yeah, I didn't get anything to write home about on this summon. It was like one red and a couple yellows. But it's free, so whatever. I think it's gonna skip soon after this stuck one goes. I don't remember if this was like a one-time thing or if it was a daily thing. Either way, I don't have a great track record with free summons, but every once in a while something cool happens. But yeah, definitely the gem return is great for if you're gonna spend any gems at all, do this first. Most of the time you're gonna get the minimum amount or very close to the minimum amount. Um, but even if you get the minimum amount, it's still getting gems for free. So there's no reason not to do it. Just go as high as you can go. Sometimes people will buy gems to complete the level, and that could be worth it potentially. I would calculate the amount that you're paying for the gems to make up the difference, and then add the minimum amount that you would get to that, and divide that by the price. And I'd say maybe if it's 50% off the normal ratio of what you're used to paying for gems, assuming you buy gems, that could be worth it. Um, but I can't honestly say that I recommend that. I just more recommend go as high as you can and then call it good. Because even if you get the maximum amount, it's not an insane amount. But it is a few steps worth of summoning. Um, I'm not probably going to do any really big summons for this month. After reading the content update for August, there was one thing that I didn't see that I was kind of expecting to see, which was an also Sprock event, which in this case would be the upgrade for Fury and the introduction of the Unity Casa and Fury's Memento. That wasn't present for August, and so that was something I might have gone for a little bit. But the thing that I really want to have a stash of gems for is the Veda event after that, which is the unit Ainz, who's a water unit who can travel really far and hits really, really hard. Um, so I don't really foresee myself going heavy into a banner like I did for Tiferet, um, until that happens. But I'll probably still be burning my discount tickets. But aside from that, yeah, it's probably going to be pretty light. But yeah, the nice thing about the gem return is they're subsidizing uh, these gem spent rewards. So free fire shards, which I'm saving for Fury. because I haven't really leveled her much, and especially as someone who doesn't have Mira, that's where I'm going for that. So yeah, that is it for this week. I may upload another video related to this if I do more summoning. Other than that, I'm going to try to put out the next iteration of new player questions about jobs and good units for beginners. But other than that, happy summoning, and I will see you next time.